and welcome back to Keeping It a Buck, a Down the Sideline media production. Daphne Joy this week was in the news, Ace, for all the wrong reasons. And we're going to preface this conversation before we start with a trigger warning. For those of you that are watching and you have small kids around, this is probably not the conversation to have them around. So with that being said, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ace, this week a tape came out, and a explicit tape showing Daphne Joy, who is a model, a very beautiful lady. She's known to have dated a couple of high-profile people. Probably most notably is Sean Combs, Diddy, who's currently serving a sentence for all the wrong reasons. She's also been involved with Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, who has gone from rapper to now producer, director, actor, just doing a lot of things the right way. Those two have a kid to get together. Video came out showing her with Mr. Combs and another individual, and it was, again, an explicit tape. She came out to say that, you know what, I was doing things for love, and, it was a mistake. The absolute next day after that, she posts that she has an opinion on the male genitalia and the size of it and what's better than the other. Yeah. And we'll leave that there. Ace, that pissed me off because there's a child involved. She has a child with 50 Cent, with Mr. Jackson. I'm going to hand it to you. What was your reaction, number one, when you saw it? And just what the hell is going on?
Listen, man, I'll say first of all, people allowing themselves to be videotaped in those types of scenarios take an enormous amount of trust. I think that it is very, once you put something or record something on your phone, or regardless of how secure you think it is, once that sucker hits that cloud, man, you just never know who has access to it. So my first point is, how did the tape get out?
Bingo.
How was the tape released? Of course, there's a couple of interested parties we've talked about before. You have one, Sean P. Diddy Combs, who currently probably doesn't have access to the means to release something like that. Now, could he call somebody? Possibly.
I'm going to pause you real quick.
Go ahead.
I know you got the mic, but I also want to throw this in there.
Yeah.
For his own PR, trying to get out of prison, the last thing he wants to be attached to is a tape like
with
that.
With more baby oil and more the sexy stuff.
Right, the thing that got him thrown in there.
Stuff,
I don't think he was behind it.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And so, and then you have, you said he was a rap mogul, a producer, all these other things, but he is also America's troll. Internet troll.
And 50 Cent.
50 Cent. Did 50 get a hold of it and release it? I don't think that 50 Cent or Curtis Jackson would benefit from, even though he has had a beef, not really a beef, but go back and forth with P. Diddy for years. That is his child's mother.
Correct.
That's his child's mother. Correct. And I had to say that again because for me, that's one of the things that really helped me make a lot of decisions. And I hate to keep going back to my divorce, but hey, that's what the part of life I'm in right now.
You're keeping it a buck.
But when I was, going through my divorce, it wasn't to this lady that has ticked me off, or this lady that may have done things I didn't quite agree with, or I didn't like, or just this random lady. This is my kid's mother.
It's different, for sure.
So it's different. So I wanted to make sure I did right by my kid's mother. So from the way I think, D, I don't see 50 Cent releasing the tape. And then you got Miss Daphne herself. She had access to the tape. does she benefit? Is there a benefit to her to releasing that tape? Let's rewind back to the days when there was a lesser known young lady by the name of Kimberly Kardashian. Kimberly Kardashian found herself in a sex tape scandal where she decided to record herself having sex with
Ray J.
A gentleman known as Ray J. And then somehow that tape got released. And when that tape got released, Kimberly Kardashian was no longer Kimberly Kardashian.
Kim K.
That's Kim K now.
That's Kim K.
And her life has never been the same since.
Billionaire.
So is it possible, exactly, is it possible that the lure or the attraction of what this could bring to my pockets and to my lifestyle was enough to cause this mother to release this tape of her having sex with a sex worker? And I don't know if her and P. Diddy, I know P. Diddy was in the room, I don't know if they had sex or not, but her and the sex worker and P. Diddy in this room together doing whatever they were doing. I think she was, of the three people, she stand to gain the most. Then my final topic is, man, and you touched on it already, there's a lot of, and I want to cuss so bad, but I'm just going to say SHIT, that we put our kids through, man, because we do dumb things and make dumb decisions. And we think sometimes we're doing it for their good, but we're not. And we are causing them more harm than good. I think that that this young lady has done an awful thing to her son. If I'm not mistaken, he's either in 8th grade or a high school.
Like that, yeah.
So I can imagine if Ace Townsell out here in San Antonio, Texas, ran across the clip while he was strolling, I know these kids that know how to get on X and know how to find stuff have seen the video.
Oh, yeah.
And so this kid has got to go in September. He's got to make his way back to school with all his homies that are in the middle of puberty.
That's tough, dude.
And knowing that a lot of them cats have seen his mama
naked
in that situation, bro. So I feel real bad. So I hope whatever financial gains she gains from this, she puts some to the side for that young man's therapy that he's gonna need to get past all of this.
You said a couple things, and I think you said everything perfectly. Let's peel back the onion a little bit.
Yeah.
50 Cent came out and said that she's not the victim. Now, I want to remind people, when the Cassie and Sean Puffy Combs stuff was going down in the courtroom, she got brought up because she dated him and she was around that.
Yeah.
She knows the ins and outs of that.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent at that point, that's when what was the thing that came out on Netflix or whatever it was Surviving Diddy or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
He helped make that because it was close to him because that's my baby's mom. And the all the rumors, people in Hollywood knew what he was doing, right? Daphne Joy knew when she got with him what he was about.
Yeah.
There wasn't any secrets of you're just gonna be this white knight and this. No, bro. It's about to get freaky up in here, right? You knew what you were signing up for, but it was access to what you want.
Right.
He was going to give you access to what life you wanted to live.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent said this dude's a scumbag, which, obviously what he did was absolutely horrible.
Right.
Now he's like, well, she's not the victim. And I think it's because he may know who leaked that tape. Because he said, she ain't the victim, this boy's the victim.
Yeah.
Because he knows who leaked that tape.
Yeah.
He knows why that tape was leaked. He know when it was leaked and
her
everything
role
else,
in it
and
being
her
leaked.
role in being there.
I believe so.
The man's locked up, did he?
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's just, it would be dumb. His
Yeah.
legal team would say, you sit
Are
there.
you dumb? Right.
He hasn't made a mixtape in jail like all these rappers do.
Yep.
He has been quiet like a field mouse. Hopefully
He trying to get out.
He's waiting for Trump to call him and say, I got a pardon from you, bro.
Yep.
You sat and you were quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone's worried about Iran now. I'm gonna let you go home.
Right.
This is, unfortunately, we started the show about women taking these dates for the free meal. This is evidence of our society and when a want and opportunity meet.
Yeah.
She wanted a lifestyle of the rich and famous. The opportunity was Diddy. She did everything for him that he wanted. because she wanted the lifestyle. And now there's a kid involved.
Yeah.
And he's got to deal with everything. He first had to deal with it at school when it came out that she was involved in some of the activity.
Already.
That was the first earthquake. The second earthquake, that was the Hiroshima event.
Yeah.
The Nagasaki event is now this.
Yeah.
Because to your point, kids are cruel.
Yeah. Horrible.
I got a kid in about to get in the sixth grade.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that I've heard from him about these fifth graders, and he goes to a decent school. He doesn't go to a public school. He goes to a private school.
Yeah.
Even in these private schools, everyone thinks, oh, it's a private school, and these kids, they still bad.
Kids are still kids.
They still kids.
Yeah.
We see it in government. If you're a politician, you acting crazy. These kids at these private schools can definitely act like that. But my heart goes out to the kid. I'm sure, and Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, I respect you 1,000%. What you've done with your career, you started with nothing. You became a rapper, G Unit, the whole deal, and you're still going strong.
Yeah.
You have the respect of a lot of people, and you have respect for me, and I know you have respect for that man right there. But I'm sure, and I say that because I'm about to say something kind of rough, and I want to be respectful of his child. I'm sure in his dark moments through all this crap, and you're right, he's a troll. He gets on people's nerves and makes jokes of them. But in his dark human moments, he's probably thinking, why did I ever meet this woman?
Yeah.
She provided him a son, which I'm sure he loves more than life itself, like we all do with our kids. But he's probably thinking, oh my gosh, what have I done? Where did I miss? Because he knows how he met her. I'm not here to say that he met her doing something crazy, but people know. When you get introduced to people, people know.
Right.
When I get introduced to people outside, I have a baseline of this is who this individual is.
Yeah.
I recently met the CEO of an airline, right? I knew as soon as I saw him, oh crap, that's so-and-so. And when I shook his hand, I acted accordingly because I knew it was so-and-so. We put ourselves in these situations. I'm going to leave the last word for you, but I'm going to say this. And this gets back to us as men. We put ourselves in these situations where we get careless, man. And you said something about what we put our kids through. I'm sure there's guilt with 50 where he's like, I met this woman. Again, we don't know what she was like before, but again, she is a serial dater. She's been with she was with Jason Derulo. She's been with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
But like, it's hard as men because, you get the fame or you get the success. Right? You served our military valiantly. I'm sure when you did that, you felt a thing of, I'm serving my military. I'm doing the right things. I'm entitled to some things that I want.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm going to be reckless, but I'm going to feel some type of way. I won't have a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And as men, we sometimes make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And we go too fast.
Yeah.
And with this lady, Miss Joy, I don't know you personally. I'm going to look in the camera when I say this. I hope you find God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you find God.
Yeah.
You have a child. You're raising a man. And you are completely corrupting. I know I am so close to my mother. That's moms to men are something else.
Yeah.
They are
different.
up here.
Yeah, it's different.
Just like a daughter, you got 3 of them. Daddy is up here.
Yeah,
Mama's cool. Mama's the homie. She
different.
grew me into a woman. But daddy, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning. He's picking up on the first ring. My mother, I could call her in the middle of the night. She picking up.
Yeah.
She picking up. Baby, is everything okay? Not judgmental.
Honey child.
She gonna hear me out.
Yeah.
Honey, you know, mama.
Yeah.
Honey child.
Yep.
And so, what have you left this boy for now? Everyone's talking about, well, for women, well, this was the father figure they had, so that's why they went down this wrong road.
Right.
Well, Daphne, what are you showing as a mother to this man? What women are about?
Right.
And I'll leave that on my part right there.
And I'll close with this,
Take it away, man.
We just have to. I think everybody that's involved has got to hold whatever part that they're responsible for. They have to hold themselves accountable to that. We went down the line and we talked about at the beginning. I'm gonna close it how I opened it. We went down each person and I talked about how I came to my assumption of how the tape came out. It's just also, I think it's just as important to highlight that yes, she is a mom,
Right.
and I would just hope, man, that she would have considered that how this is going to impact my child if I release this tape. And so, who knows? I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't have a reason to believe any of the other folks involved
Released it.
would have released it. They had nothing to gain from it. She definitely will have something to gain from it. I'm not gonna front. I didn't know who Daphne, whatever last name was, till a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing her name during the trials and stuff like that, but I don't remember know what her face is. I know what her face looks like now.
I'm gonna make a quick joke. I know
Say
we're
it.
running up on the clock here.
Go ahead, bro.
I know who she was
Uh-huh.
because that damn Instagram.
Oh, the gram.
The gram. I've known who Daphne because it's one of them janks.
Yeah, when you
one
scrolling.
one of them Johns. You scrolling.
When you
You're like,
scrolling.
who is this Asian just angel of the
Right,
world
right.
of all things
Right.
created? Like,
Relax, Melissa. We just this for the show.
again,
Relax.
Melissa, I love you, baby. I love you. But yeah, I saw Daphne some
Yeah,
years
man.
ago, and I remember I was just like,
Wait
my
a minute,
God.
who is that?
But anyway, I
You didn't press the
digress.
phone, did you?
I didn't. But I digress. And again,
Yeah.
we're talking about God. I hope she meets God. That's not the godly thing to say. But Ace, you take it away, sir.
Yeah, but that's it, man. But it boils down to it. Listen, I try to, whenever we do these things, try to give a life lesson to y'all out there. So when young men, when you're out there, you got to make better decisions, man. Put that phone up. If you out there doing your thing, put that phone up, man. And your phone don't need to be a part of it. But if you do decide that you want to record and document your exploitation, try to keep that thing safe because there are several victims that can fall prey to your indiscretion. And I'll leave it at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just kept it a buck. Special announcement.
Yeah.
We have a special show we're going to be shooting here soon.
Yeah.
And it's going to be our first
excited about
studio
that, boy.
guest.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is right up Ace's alley.
Finally, let's go.
I am so excited for Ace because Ace
Man,
is
got the
when you
leg
talk
moving.
about when you talk about a trooper and you talk about a co-host who's there and just he comes in and does it. This is right up his alley.
Man.
But ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's going to be right up your alley. It's going
Yeah.
to open up a new audience.
Yes.
And we are so excited to bring this to you. So we're going to be shooting this next week, and it's going to be explosive, and you should be seeing it soon. So be on the lookout.
Yeah.
It's not going to be about sports. It's going to be about real life and stuff that's going on today in
Let's
2026.
go.
And Ace is going to be the star of the
Let's
show.
go.
And the lovely woman that's going to be in the studio, she's going to be the star as well. And I cannot wait for it, sir.
I'm excited, man.
I can't wait.
Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one, and we love you.
Let's go.